I have finally finished my Ring camera battery tester. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I have about 20 of these batteries from Ring. And I wanted to be able to, besides the indication system of the battery, to get a little bit of flavor of what does the voltage mean relative to the percentage of the battery indication. Now, typical Ring batteries on the back of the camera say they're at 3.65 volts DC. Now, all these batteries, when I charge them, they come up to about 4.12. So let's consider 4.1 volts DC, the nominal voltage after you charge them for a while, but Ring gives your standard basic voltage as, again, 3.65 volt DC. Now, what I've done with this tester, I have simply just got me a piece of board, threw it together, took an old Ring camera apart, soldered some wires to the PC board. Then I added a 3.9 ohm power resistor at 25 watts. And I added a push button switch, which I'll leave this information in our description for you to go get if you wanted to get one of these switches. And I just made me some simple little terminals for me to tap in with my DVM. And I have this Fluke 117. It's a great little device, but one of the things I love about this thing is that min-max. And I have another video coming up on car battery testing that you're gonna like. So with that said, let's go do a little testing and give you a reference point. And again, this is only for Grandpa Bobby's. Other people are not going to do this. You can use the LEDs on the top to give your indication. But this is something that I'm in the electrical engineering field and I just had to know. All right, let's do some testing. Now here is a fully charged battery from Ring. Okay, let's go see how this thing works. Well, first of all, I got me a little logbook to keep track of the batteries. What do I have again? As I showed you earlier, I have the Ring camera, the switch, the load resistor. So let's talk about this. I have two batteries that were pulled out of a Ring camera. One was at 77% and the other one was at, I would project, about 20%. On the Ring camera app, which I'll show you in the video, it was showing red, and the 77% still showed green, but meant it was low. So what does that mean by voltages? Snap it in place, gives us 3.756 volts DC. And if I apply a load of 3.9 ohms, it drops us down to about 3.5 volts. Now what I'm looking for is consistency throughout the batteries, but we're not going to do that right here. We're going to do it with a fully charged battery. But first, let's just show you that what this battery here was the one at 77%. So I said the batteries start off with a charge of 4.12 volts DC. Again, Ring shows the standard voltage is 3.65 volt DC. And now, here's a battery at 3.7, but I have the battery indication at 77%. It's still green. Let's see about that battery that was about 20%. Now we come over here and we throw in that battery. And we can see that battery is at 3.4 volts. And again, you'll see the indication soon on the next screen that the Ring camera indicated it was red at about 20%. So let's now look at, okay, you can see that as 4.182 with this load of 3.9 ohms with a 25 watt resistor. And when we do our load test again, you can see that it dropped down to 4.0 voltage, but it's under a 960 milliamp current draw with a load again of 3.9 ohms. I only leave it for about 10 seconds just to see how it holds up. And if all my batteries are consistent, that if I charge them at 4.1 and for about 10 seconds they can maintain at least 4.0 volts, I'm happy. But again, I had 20-something batteries and I just wanted to be able to see, and I do have a confession to make. I got a little color deficiency, and I have a hard time seeing some of these LEDs. But here's the good news. One green LED means it's fully charged, and it's got a red and a green that's being charged and it's low. And I don't really know what a dead battery would be, but it'd be interesting to see. It'd probably be the same. But now, when we go talk about these terminals on the batteries, you can see that, let's get the battery that has the right polarity for you. Now, if you can see, let me get this just right. All right. On the inside by the charging port, this is the negative and this is the positive. And the terminals in between are just for the LED status system. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And have a wonderful and blessed day.